You want to know how disgustingly political and partisan these MAGA scumbags are? Check out what's happening in the state of Texas. Let me read you a headline from the Texas Tribune. Governor Greg Abbott launches plan to open Turning Point USA chapters in all Texas high schools. Unfreaking believable. Subhead, Republican officials in Oklahoma and Florida have also launched plans to expand the presence of the conservative youth organization founded by Charlie Kirk. Here's what they say. Governor Hot Wheels and Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick and Turning Point USA have launched a partnership to create chapters of the right-wing organization on every Texas high school campus. Abbott, Patrick, and Turning Point USA Senior Director Josh, I don't know how the fuck to pronounce that name, revealed the initiative during a news conference at the governor's mansion on Monday. They did not outline any plans to attempt to force schools to initiate the club, but Abbott said that he expects, quote, meaningful disciplinary action to take place against any stoppage of TPUSA in the great state of Texas. This is unfreaking believable. They don't even try to hide it. They are forcing MAGA propaganda onto every high school campus in Texas. For how many years have we heard from these fucking Republicans that colleges and universities and high schools and the education system across the board was pushing left-wing ideology on students? And here they are putting Turning Point USA on every high school campus in Texas. You know, everything with these people is a confession. Every time they accuse the left of pushing propaganda, it's because that's what they want to do. That's their plans. That's what they've been trying to do everywhere, is push right-wing propaganda. Now they make no secret of it. Let me tell you something. Texas is not nearly as red as people believe. It has a reputation. Okay, why is my nose so fucking itchy? It has a reputation for being deep, deep red, hardcore MAGA Republican. It is not nearly as red as people have been led to believe. There are many states in this country that are much safer Republican states than Texas. I think Texas is going to turn blue, or at least, well, maybe not blue. It's going to be purple much sooner than people think. I think it's just around the corner when some major races in Texas are going to flip. I think, for example, next year in the midterms, Democrats have a very good chance of winning a Senate seat from Texas. John Cornyn is currently up for re-election. He has been branded a rhino by the MAGAs. And from what I can tell, it looks like the Attorney General, Ken Paxton, just an outright scumbag criminal. But hardcore MAGA, it looks like he is probably going to get the Republican nomination, which is good for Democrats because he's a fucking nut. And, of course, it's going to depend on who they nominate. And I just heard, by the way, that I did read this correctly, right? That Jasmine Crockett is now entering the Democratic primary, for Senate in Texas. Anyway, TikTok MAGA in Texas, you're not always going to have control. Your time is quickly coming to an end. And these Turning Point USA chapters, hopefully that's one of the things that Democrats get rid of as soon as they have a chance. This is nothing but force-feeding MAGA propaganda to high school students. I mean, it's one thing if students on their own initiative try to bring in a TPUSA chapter, but to have the governor spearhead an effort and threatening people. Oh, you better not stand in the way of Turning Point USA coming to your, oh, there's going to be swift disciplinary action taken if anybody tries to get in the way of TPUSA coming to their campus. This is fucking bullshit. And by the way, I'm not suggesting that the left has never tried to push politics in schools, but I have never seen anything like this from the left. This overt, this so widespread, this so nakedly partisan. There's also, I think, a very significant difference between politics at the collegiate and university level versus pushing this shit in high schools. And for the governor of the state to be doing this, this is way beyond anything I've ever seen Democrats even think of doing.